Hi, I'm Josh Ozerski, and this is ehow.com, where I'm going to be making turkey gravy. This is a pan, and it has the vegetables and all the drippings from the turkey. You get it hot, pour in a little bit of wine here, a little bit of stock, Rachel's chicken stock, of course, and as it boils, you sort of scrape up all of these scrapey bits. It smells good too. Now this is now ready to get poured off. I just wanted to get the stuck on bits into the liquid. So I'm going to strain this out like so. All right, so you'll see that I have all these like little smashed vegetables. I'm going to smash them even further. I'm going to smash these down and get their essence out of them. All that carrot essence and onion essence and celery essence, which is where all the flavor comes from this kind of thing. Get in there, you mumser. All right, so I squeeze the last of the vegetal essences out of here, and then I discard this. This is kind of a classy way to do this. So I'm going to put this over here. And this object is one that I have found very helpful. This is what they call a gravy separator. It is specifically for this purpose. It's a measuring cup with a spout that the beginning of it is low. So you add in all of this stuff. What's going to happen is I'm going to add all of my stuff in, and I have a lot of grease in here along with all that stock and fluid and so forth. And essentially what's going to happen is the fat is all going to rise up. And when the fat rises up, I'll be able to pour out the liquid part, and then it sort of separates it out, hence the name, so that I can use the fat to make my roux with, and then the liquid I can add in just when I want it, rather than having it be like a kind of a nasty, greasy mess. All right, so basically the fat has separated out, and it's an easy matter now to just basically get that part that I like, which is to say, oh my God. See, I'm watching the meniscus here. I don't want this to get too low. I think that's good enough. You know what? It's a little bit. Let's get that out so we get mostly all liquid. All right? And then what I basically want now is some fat in this pan. So I'm going to pour in a little fat, maybe a little bit more, and I'm going to make, this is what they call a roux. I know that this seems hard and challenging, and I'm not going to say that it's not hard or challenging, but it's very doable, and you have to do it to make a good gravy. Like a gravy is one of those things where it's like the one that comes in the can is bad, and the one that you make, even if you totally screw it up, is good. Unless, I mean, something really catastrophic happens, which it very well might. That being said, it looks like there's a couple of tablespoons of fat there. So they say that usually it's like a tablespoon of fat for a tablespoon of flour. And you kind of work it around. It gets all nutty like this. And then you add back in the juice. So there's a little bit at a time. Now a little bit more. Now a little bit more. And some more. So what's happening now is that my gravy is beginning to thicken. And they always say that you want to have the bottom of the spoon it should stick to the bottom of the spoon. And so it has. You see there like that, bottom of the spoon? But I have to keep moving it and getting it off heat because otherwise it's going to get way too thick. Add in a little bit more liquid and keep that going. Big thing with gravy is a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, I'll put the water and whatever, wine, stock. Gravy's got to get seasoned too. Gravy is bland a lot of times. Gravy should be peppery. I mean, the salt, you got a lot of salt. The stock has got salt in it, and if you make a turkey anything the way I do, the turkey's got a lot of salt in it. I mean, the pan fat has got a lot of salt in it. Yeah, this is coming along kind of nicely. And now, just to kind of go to that extra place, let's whisk in a little bit of butter because gravies really love butter, and butter loves gravies. All right, so it's as simple as that. What could be easier? Well, many things, but this came out good. I'm very happy with it. And the great thing about it, too, is you can always start over. In this case, I didn't have to. What am I going to do now? I'm going to put it where it belongs on that white meat turkey. So the white meat turkey comes over here, dry as always, despite all of my precautions. But here I have the saving grace, gravy, that covers a multitude of sins. So turkey gravy, it's as easy as that. I'm Josh Ozersky, and this is ehow.com.